What's up, my people? This is coming at you live right now. This is Litecoin Lawton. This is a serious message, you guys. We need to get our act together as humanity. We need to move forward. We need to choose the path of peace and not war. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are the foundation of which we lay, and it is the currency of peace, and it is anti-war in its premise, and it is code. You guys, we have some serious things building up upon us right now, not only in the world, okay, but we have some serious things. I'll get into Bitcoin's chart. Some of the negative things right now, I'll just go over a quick financial update on this whole situation. I've been gone for a while, so I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown right now. Inverted yield curve, worst in history. Okay, we're going into a depression, at least a recession, not just a recession. Okay, we're going to go dive deep down into the depression depths. Okay, so guys, be prepared for that. Okay, and I need you guys to prosper in this calamity, right? And I need you guys to be, to buy that blood when it's in the, and it's not going to feel good. It doesn't, investing and buying the dips do not feel good. When the dips, we haven't seen the dip, you guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so we also seen this M2 money supply. So people have talked about this. Okay, God bless Johnny Bravo. God bless everybody, that is trying to push cryptos right now, you guys, because we are the few and the far between, and there are some really good channels out there. So Crypto Zombie, Tyler S, I love you, Johnny Bravo, you guys. There's some really good influencers that I have that have been very influential in my life. I want to shout out to you guys. You've inspired me to do my own research and to do my own charting, and that is where it separates the men and the boys, because you need to do your own charting. You need to do your own yoga, right? You need to stretch limber those legs. No one else can, make you drink water every day. Cheers. No one else can make you drink anything. No one else can make you stretch and take care of your body or take care of your mental and spiritual state. Only it is up to you. And also, I would say financial state. And so financial freedom is this like culmination of like, a harmonizing being overall. Okay. And so you need to pay attention to the charts. Okay. And it all has to do with the charts. It has nothing to do with the news, and the news will mislead you because the news and the media is owned by the people they have more money than you, and they're going to push an agenda that suits them. Right. So they're going to smash something down, and they're going to propagandize against some company's destruction, and on the back end they're going to be buying it. And that's what Warren Buffett's strategy is, you guys. Okay, it's not the dollar cost average into ETFs. Okay, it's to get enough money to propagandize and to control the media to destroy something before you buy it. Okay, and then you buy it. And I just want to point this out. And so the bullish case. Okay, so those are the two bearish cases for crypto right now. And I would venture guess on this situation that the ETFs and look how many articles, you guys, about ETFs right now are being launched. I don't want to stay on the screen right now, but when an ETF gets launched, it's a pretty major activity that happens in an asset's life. And the fact that we're even talking about it, the fact that BlackRock and there's 12 other applications for ETFs. The fact that they're even talking about it means that they have been massively accumulating in the background. And then you have to kind of question the fact that how much of this FTX and all this smash mouth media is what I call them, and they smash something down, and then they're buying it on the back end. And it's a very aggressive financial play, right? So if you have the money to move it, then why don't you just move it? And I don't understand, honestly. If I had $1 billion, I would be the best financial expert anyway, because I would be shorting I would be buying longing some low cap altcoin. Okay. And then I would put $1 billion into it, on the back end, right? So buy $1 billion at the same time, long, put out like a crazy leverage long position, and then just reap the rewards of not only your asset going up, but then you have this like leverage position that you're going up, right? And just, I mean, when gold launches the ETF, you guys, it went up like this is 400% in a matter of like 3 years. And cryptocurrencies is a global thing. So it's going to be at least 10 times more violent, okay, than gold, okay? Because cryptos is the future, and I can transact $1 billion in 2 minutes, right? And no one can stop it. No one, it's not censorable, it's not seizable. Like no one can stop that transaction. And to be fair, I'm stepping back. I love cryptos, I love Bitcoin, okay? But this chart right here shows that ETH actually is the play right now. And I would say ETH and altcoins, and I'm going to go into this, you guys. This is a purely altcoin video tonight. And I'm doing an altcoin review because altcoins, I think, are in a heavy accumulation phase right now. Because if Bitcoin pops, we are going to see, the altcoin rise. And there's these cycles with altcoins. If people haven't been involved in the space, then they don't know. But usually it's like right now it's Bitcoin. So you're in Bitcoin, but we're shifting into ETH right now. And I am accumulating ETH. I'm accumulating my altcoins right now. This is basically Bitcoin right now is in this warming phase. Okay. And this is glass nodes. This is basically, we're seeing for the first time, this is basically a bull market. Okay. This is your bear market. And now we're starting to warm right now. Okay. There's lots of indicators that are basically showing, this is the hash rate. Okay. So this is basically the hash rate. This is the miners hash rate compared to the price, right? So we're reaching all-time highs of hash rate. And this can be attributed to efficiencies in electronics. There's going to be faster and faster chips, right? They can mine faster and faster. Their Bitcoin algorithm has every 2 weeks, it has the difficulty rating gets adjusted. So I've always thought that one of the dangers for Bitcoin is that all of a sudden, if like an AI all of a sudden can just like mass mine Bitcoin, right? That they could mine enough in 2 weeks, right? That the difficulty rating doesn't adjust quick enough so that that would be like one of those strategies. If you all of a sudden you made a supercomputer, you have 2 weeks basically to like mine as much of it as you can before the difficulty gets adjusted for everybody, and you just blow out the system, and then everybody else's miners become inefficient, and you're just like, no. So that's just one of those things with Bitcoin. We have superseded the 500, the 51% attack, the 50% attack. If you can accumulate 50% of the mining hash rate, then you can theoretically attack Bitcoin. And so it's basically gotten to a point now that Bitcoin and Litecoin have gotten to a point where you can't buy enough. You would lose money basically by trying to manipulate the market into that one attack. And then what you would get would not be what you would be expecting. Okay. So you have to laugh at the situation. We have gotten to a point where the genie's out of the bag, you guys. Like crypto's the future of finance. I even asked ChatGPT a few of the things, and it's basically like, yes, these are the things you have to consider. I was like, is crypto the future of finance? And it says it's a very complex and evolving topic, right? But it's basically saying, here are the points to consider, though. The biggest one I thought was this financial inclusion. So this is the thing, you guys, that's going to separate Bitcoin from the rest of the whole asset classes. Okay. It's this financial inclusion, and it's the money of peace. And it's going to basically provide finance services to individuals who are unbanked or underbanked. Okay. Right. So that's a big sentence right there. So underbanked or unbanked, right? So all you need is a phone. You don't need a bank. You don't need a centralized entity. to control your money. Okay. You just need a smartphone and a wallet. That's it. Okay. And you can have that in a lots of different ways. It's secure, and it provides that means to people that are poor in other countries in Africa, and like, and other India, and like in these places where that their governments have failed them, you guys. They're places where governments and the fiat system has failed. Okay. And you should look at that system and see what happens, see what rises from the ashes of that system, and then you invest in that. Right? So land, Bitcoin, gold, silver. And I don't even care if I get, shadow banned or whatever it is. I don't care, because, I'm trying to Google should promote this. Like, we should be on the same page. And we're not fighting. We're not on different pages, you guys. We're on the same page. The genie's out of the bottle. It's whether or not you choose to include yourself, because everybody else is eventually going to include themselves. And, the Amish are going to be the last ones to include themselves. So you guys need to be part of it. I'm trying to tell you that the plane is taking off right now, and you get to choose where you want to sit on this plane. And I think that this next cycle, as a lot of people has said, I think this one's going to leave the rest of them in the dust. I think this one's is going to be the one that just like really separates like early and like mid-phase adoption right now. It's not even going to be like, even if you mid-phase adoption, you're still going to make money. But I think this next cycle, I'm really trying to let people know, you guys, you're going to make money. Buy Bitcoin. Like, it's not financial advice on this channel, but please buy Bitcoin. Like, you guys need to buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, ETH, especially right now, because we're basically in this like alt accumulation zone. And this is going to be I'm going to do some Digibyte, okay? Because I was looking at Digi here, and this is one I've talked about this coin a lot, but Lux Algo is firing right now, you guys. Like, Digibyte, this is a really strong buy. I was waiting for this. I mean, but look at this long-term uptrend, okay? I mean, we have an uptrend since 2014. Okay, that's holding right now. And long-term uptrends, no matter how you feel about a coin or about something, this coin especially is the most decentralized, not only in the algorithm, but in the mining algorithm, but also just like the way that it was started is one of the most, this one is going to be the one of security. Okay. And Digibyte and DigiIDs are going to be commonplace in the future because of AI and the manipulation of videos. Like, I'm going to have a timestamp on this video, you guys, because you're not going to know if I'm an AI just talking to you, or if I'm like a legit person saying, hey, look at this Lux Algo right now. This thing's on a straight up buy. And we're getting this flip right now. Okay. And so, okay, so this is Digibyte. Okay. So let's go to Doji. Okay. We're going to go to Doji real quick. You guys look at Doji right now. Doji, this is on the weekly too. Okay. So this is long-term. Okay. We've been in this like very depressing long-term downtrend right now. And for my dojers out there, you guys hold strong. You guys, I mean, we're just breaking out of it right now. And it's actually Lux hasn't picked it up yet. Okay. So this is on the weekly, but I have had a buy on the Bravo here. Okay. Let's zoom into the daily. We're definitely going to have a buy, strong buy here. Okay. And we're breaking out of a pattern here. It's a really long-term pattern. Okay. I mean, this goes back to 2021. Okay. The peak, May the 4th be with you. Yes, that we're starting to break this long-term, and this is the first time actually. So in the last month, we've actually broken this long-term downtrend. Okay. So let's go into Litecoin. Okay. I am Litecoin London. I love Litecoin. Litecoin right now. Okay, let us go look into Litecoin. I love Litecoin, you guys. Litecoin is a privacy coin. This is second OG. I proudly put my name on Litecoin. I wish more people did more analysis on it. I really personally don't like my money changing or being reprogrammed or having updates all the time. I think that's a really horrible thing for money in general. So, that's not poo-pooing on Cardano or ETH or anything, but I don't like updates on my money. I want my money to be have one release. I like Charlie's like idea. We've had a couple upgrades, but it's not like an everyday event, and it's a pretty major thing. And it's double checked and rechecked and rechecked and rechecked, right? Audited fully, then released. Charlie doesn't want to contaminate that initial that never failed block, right? And I would second that. Like, you do not want a failed transaction, right, in your crypto, and have a pure start. And the altruistic start is the super important thing. And God bless Charlie Lee, dude. Shout out to Charlie, dude. I hope you're watching, man. I hope you guys and Litecoin Foundation. I hope you guys are doing great. I love Litecoin, dude. Please, like, put me on that foundation. I'm like, I don't know what I got to do. Maybe I got to get like 100 subscribers. So you guys subscribe and like to my channel, because I really need to get Litecoin Foundation on that thing so I can help out this community. I really want to help it out, and I try to do it justice. So please, if I don't do it justice, look up Zombie, look up Bravo, like look up some crypto people, Altcoin Daily. I used to follow them. There's a few out there that are okay. Okay, so get yourself involved. I don't really care how you get involved. Just get involved. This is the RSI on Litecoin on the weekly. We have this hash driven indicator. So I basically included this indicator with the hash ribbons, and it's actually been pretty accurate for me. We're in this like middle zone right now on the VPVR. So we're kind of like stuck in this, like, I would say a break of like 93, you guys, and we're probably going to like 150. And then after 150, it just falls off. Like, people don't understand, like, there's no resistance because we don't have any history, and we actually have a history as far as most coins, right? It's just Litecoin, but it basically falls off. I mean, you can see this thing, right? It just like falls off the face of the earth. So we basically break, this level right here, this 180. Like, man, we're gonna shoot. This is why it just goes like straight up to like 400. Okay, it's like it's not like it doesn't do it with subtlety. It just like breaks on through. It's like hooking onto a mackerel or a great white shark. You're just like, I think I'm getting it right. Whoop. That depends, I guess, with the mackerel analogy, view kind of rig you got. But anyways, so you guys stay focused here. Okay, I'm trying to help you out. Buy some cryptos, buy Litecoin, buy ETH, especially right now. Sheeb, I love Sheeb. So let's look at Sheeb. Okay, so I want to look at Sheeb real quick. This thing, Sheeb, dude, my baby Sheeb. I love Sheeb, you guys. I honestly, I still think that Elon Musk founded. He's actually Ryoshi, and that Vitalik Buterin. I did a lot of research at one point, and I still think that Vitalik and Musk are in conjunction right here with the creation of Sheeb. And so we do have some powerful players behind it. And if you believe that, right, then you're going to put your money where your thinking is. I think it's just a matter of time before the blockchain and analysis reveals the true identity of Ryoshi. And there's definitely some players involved in this. I really like Sheeb's idea that you're trying to combine this like metaverse with like social media, with finance, with like with gaming and internet and email and all this other stuff that's combined in like a vault of also of just like your own personal space, right? So I bought some Shibaverse, right? So I bought some Shibaverse in hopes of if they develop it, then I can have my own NFT, my own personal space where I can do business. I can have a business. I can run a business out of the metaverse. There's other things that can happen, right? And so we have to look at these things on a long-term play. A lot of times, if you guys are, and long-term, I mean like 3-year cycles, okay, or 4-year cycles. And so that is a long-term play. 10 years is truly long-term, or just if you're just investing, Bitcoin is definitely a great place just to invest long term. If you don't want to think about it, right? If you just want to hodl, not think about it, Bitcoin has been your best bet over the last 14 years. Okay. And that's anybody that tells you that Bitcoin has not been the place to put, like, just sit there and hold since in 14 years is misleading you. Okay. Because it's done, like, it's the best performing asset by far in the last 14 years. Okay. So you need to understand I always thought that Bitcoin was going to be like, um, I always thought it was going to be illegal. Like always thought that the government would have like tried to ban it, but I feel like they've gotten to a point with Bitcoin that they're just like, there's no way they've done their analysis. Like they're smart people. They've had 14 years of like super geniuses working on it, trying to figure out if they could ban it or not. And they're basically like, no, the genie's out of the bottle. Like accept it. It's the future of peaceful transactions, and I think that, it's basically, we're on the bandwagon now. So I would highly, we also have the US dollar is actually pegged with the stable coins to Bitcoin. So we have that advantage. So we have this, like, the who's going to buy the bonds question, the who's going to buy the bonds question, okay, is answered by stable coins. Okay. So we have Tether, who's one of the major buyers of stable coins, and we have USDC, who's a major buyer of treasuries and bonds. Okay. So we have entities out there that are shedding, like the BRICS nations, shedding their treasuries, right? In hopes of gold and stuff, right? Which is gold it's a horrible play. Okay. Gold's horrible. I'd be totally into silver. If they're going for silver, I'm always like the silver to the gold, right? If they're going for silver, I'd be like, okay, these guys are seriously a threat to us. But gold, dude, shit, they can have all the gold. Gold's not very useful at all. So gold or silver or platinum, I'd be scared. But gold, no, like they could take all the gold. Like, they started buying silver and platinum, I'd be scared. Okay. So, and Bitcoin, right? So if they were just massively accumulating of China, I mean, they probably are, you guys, like that. We need to get on board. Like, this is why we need to get on board. We need to start buying Bitcoin as a whole, as a community, and altcoins. Okay. So when I say Bitcoin, you need to get involved in cryptocurrencies, because this thing is going to tear our faces off in this next run, you guys. It's going to be crazy. I don't want this video to go too long, but basically what I'm saying is that SHIB right now is on a super strong buy. Altcoins are a super strong buy. We've had like a massive dip here. Okay. If you're going to buy something, you want to buy it on the discount here. Okay. And like, we're still like 90% down from all-time highs. Okay. So buy things on a discount, sell it on the pump. Okay. This is where you buy. This is where you accumulate. Like when Lawton, love you guys. I'm out.